Yeah, they gon' know my name when it drops. Only going up, yeah, we headed to the top.
Hi.
Peace.
Happy Icy Sunday.
Happy Icy Sunday.
For the 5th.
What?
For the 5th.
Is this episode 5?
I think it's episode 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
We are really doing this. Yes. What's up? Good morning. Grand rising. Afternoon. Good night. Whenever you watching this.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. How you doing?
Yes. How was your week, Tiara?
It was long and chopped up. Yeah, Thanksgiving broke right in the middle.
True.
Yeah,
Back to work Friday.
Yep, and then back to work Friday. So
Fun.
yeah.
How you feeling right now?
It was okay. Right now I feel alright. Dealing with like some sinus stuff. So yeah, and my lungs is just weird. I don't know. I'm always gonna do some shit. She know. Like, oh, my back. Oh, my head, Lord, my head.
We need a live-in spiritual, like, bruja to just come in.
Listen, my insides, my spirit, my energy be way up here, way up there. Then my body bring me down like, bitch, look.
Your body will humble you.
All the way.
ASAP.
All the way.
So, we have a very special episode for
Let's
y'all
check in
this
with
week.
you. We didn't get to check in with you.
Oh. Well, we got other stuff we gonna talk about. I'm just saying that there's a reason why we looking like we looking right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, stay with us.
Yes.
My week was pretty long as well. It was a roller coaster. A lot of highs, a lot of lows. So, in average, I'm pretty alright right now. Yeah, there's a lot that I'm looking forward to, and I think that's what motivates me to not crash and burn. So, yeah, I'm feeling alright, and I'm just thankful that I'm in a place where I can support people around me. So, I'm alright. Life is good.
Word. Yeah.
So, our little icebreaker for today. So we wanted to talk about like our spirit animals, like what animals we relate to, like which ones that we have like this close connection to. So, what is your spirit animal, and why do you feel that connection?
I've always connected to deer. I have no idea why, and I haven't taken the time out to like do research on deer and the way they live. Besides wanting to be in the woods and free and roam, I get it, totally get it.
Bambi.
Bambi.
Jadena. Shout out to Jadena.
Yes, he is so damn fine.
Woo! Listen, can I be your Susu?
Oh,
Your Sufi woman.
okay. Susu.
Yes.
Bring it back.
Okay, so yes. So Tiara's would be a deer. Mine would probably be an owl. Very similar to her. I haven't done like hella research on owls, but just like I'm always like spotting random shit, like just visual things. I'm like very intuitive with like visions, and like I have like this heightened sense around like shit that I hear and things that I see. So owls have always been, and they're like quiet for the most part, unless they like, I don't know, like unless they're making that noise, but like ooh, for the most part they just listen and look, and I relate to that a lot. So
I'm trying to eat.
Goes down.
They hunt at night.
That part, and I'll be in the kitchen at night, looking for a snack. So
Sleep.
yeah. So, all right.
Yeah.
So diving into our topic this week, we wanted to talk about
self-love, self-care.
Yes.
I need that. I suck at self-care. I can tell anybody else about theirs. When it comes to me, I'm like, this one over here be like, why don't you just go to sleep? Why don't you just, I'm like, nah, I got stuff to do.
And she, like, Tiara will be like, she waits until her body forces her to lay down or forces her to do something to take care of herself before she, you know what I'm saying? Like, before that's, like, important enough. She's like, okay, I get it now. But I really want us to start having conversations around, like, how to get better, or not even better, but just consistent, because I feel like self-love looks so different for many of us, depending on what your needs are, what your schedule looks like, how much time you got, how much money, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things that are factored in to and whether you got kids, like a lot of things ties into what self-care looks like for you. So and self-love, but it's so important. It shows up in our relationships outside of ourselves. It shows up in, you know, how we maneuver in the world. Self-care and self-love are just, they're so important.
Absolutely.
And I think the more we, even in a partnership, it's important for you as an individual to just start thinking and manifesting, like, impactful self-love and self-care. Because for me, like, I've noticed a difference when I've taken better care of myself. I feel better. I move differently. Like, it's like I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I just have more endurance. I have more to give to others because I've given enough to myself. And I'm not, like, pouring from an empty cup. So I think that it's, like, super important to find out what good self-care looks like for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm still discovering and rediscovering what self-care and self-love looks like for me. Because for a long time I thought, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm up on this self-love game. Like, I'm good. I got this shit. But, you know, when it comes to some confidence and, you know, self-esteem, self-consciousness, like, that's another whole level of self-love and self-care. Like, why do you feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ask myself all the time, like, why do I feel less than? And I know I'm great. I know I'm dope. Why do I feel this way? You know, and sometimes you have to go back to your roots. Like,
Sankofa.
For real, like, you know, like, especially with internal work, it's so important. It's so important. Like, stuff like that, I'm good at. Mental health, great. Like, I got that. Like, you know, I'm mastering that every day because of the work that I put into it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And it's constant work, and it's going to be harder or it's going to be easier some days. When it comes to physical work, I'm like, bruh, like, I do some deep breaths. I meditate. But you want me to do what?
Yeah.
Like,
and I think we have this limited idea of what self-care looks like. Sometimes self-care is just drinking some water. Like, have I had enough water today? Have I slept enough? Like,
dehydration it makes you depressed.
It will slow you the fuck down.
Yes.
Like, period. Not being hydrated fucks with your energy.
Yes. Also, stress. We don't realize how stress breaks down our immune system.
Yes.
And if I get depressed or too anxious and then depressed, it breaks down my immune system and I do get sick.
Facts.
I get sick all the time because of stress, and especially because the stress has lasted so long for so many years. My body, like, it hits my body, like, almost instantly. So that's why it forces me to stay on my mental, stay on energy, frequency, and vibration. Because if my shit is off, I can get physically sick.
Yeah. I
have family members who have died from the end cause of, you know what I'm saying? The main reason was stress.
Yeah. And
it started off, you know, a stroke, and they ended up in, you know what I'm saying, like the nursing home and stuff like that. They became a vegetable, but the base reasoning, the root cause of it was stress. So that's one of those things we really have to work on together. Like, we got this. Yeah,
because we can, I've seen it, I've felt it, like, your body can heal better. I'm weird around the word better. But the body can heal quicker and more efficiently. when the body is in a relaxed state. Like me, I'm a birth worker, so being in the spaces where people are transitioning into delivery, like pushing baby out, the body responds better. Like there's literally receptors in our brain that help us, that when we're stressed, when we're panicking, when we're anxious, like our body is literally in this tense state. And especially when you're in labor, like when you're in this tense state, it's very hard, and it can cause like a lot of trauma to the body trying to push when you're already stressed, when you're already tense, when you're anxious, and when you're tightened up. But when you're relaxed, things can flow, and baby can literally transition out, and it's a smoother transition. So my job as the doula, as the birth companion, as the birth worker, is to help the parent, the pregnant person to transition into pushing baby out, but helping like keep that body and that mind relaxed, like reminding you of different things that, you know what I mean, like all the things that we can easily forget. So just helping keep you relaxed and keep things flowing, because like we deserve to have a relaxed body.
Yes, which is why we have this thing of being in the bed, heads crazy, bras off.
Ain't no bras. We just free right now.
Fuck all that. Sometimes you have to say, fuck it, and just breathe.
And just go to bed. Go
to bed sometime. That's the hard for me to do. Just go to bed sometime. But like we were saying before, this is one of those times where I'm forced to lay down, to take a nap. I got stuff to do. It's just like, my body's just like, girl, please. Like, at this moment, please, just night-night. And I have to listen, because if I don't, it's going to be way worse. Like a cold can instantly turn into pneumonia.
Period.
Yeah. And depending on what you're thinking about, what you internalize, what you receive through your receptors, at that time that you're not feeling good, will change everything.
True.
Everything. It could take you up or it could take you down. Like, that's why I try to avoid drama and negative energy. Like, I'm always here to support, my people who have mental breakdowns, who going through things, who just trying to figure things out. Of course, I'm a mental health advocate. I'm also going to give you the tools that I learned from myself that help me. And so, like, I hope that, like, my friends and whoever, comes to me like, yo, like, I'm going through too much. There's no way I can get out of this, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tell you how you can, or how I did. And it's up to you to receive that or not. But soon you will see, like, if you keep doing the same things that you do, you always going to get the same results. Always. You have to change your mind to change your situation. You have to change your way of thinking. You have to change your energy to change your environment. There's things that we have to do ourselves to change what, to make things happen. The things that we want in life. We have to change some things. And if we don't, we carry on with the same life or the same results. And with that, like, as far as pushing out drama, talking about people, like gossip, those things you attract negative energy and negative situations into your life, or uncomfortable situations into your life. When you gossip, or like you're pushing out a lot of negativity into the world, like, it does come back in many different forms. And it might not come in right then and there, but it does come, and it can come through many forms. So it's always good to self-check, what you're doing, how you doing it, what energy you putting out there, like, everything matters, to me especially, and it gets on her nerves, because I'm like, everything fucking matters, everything. And part of my self-care is to not give a fuck sometimes, because I care too much about a lot of stuff.
I think it's very important to care when it prevents you from living life or it prevents you from enjoying life. I think that's when it's time to, like you were saying, like, have a check-in with yourself. Like, sit and, just think, like, why am I feeling this way? Why am I, where is this coming from? So I try to, like, hold space and respect where you are and where you're coming from. But also, like, knowing you, I always try to like bring you, I don't know, like I just try to help you become aware of like where those decisions are coming from. Like just so that you're not limiting your experiences because of like your own thinking. Sometimes you need help. Like you touched on a very important point. Like it's very important to be self-aware, like dependent on self, but we do need community. We do need each other. So it's important to have somebody that you can reach out to when you're going through like a tough time or a rough time, because you can easily become like slip into a depression. You can easily shit can go left really quickly especially when you feel alone or unsupported. And I think we talk a lot about like depending on self and self-care and self-love, and I love that we are having a lot more conversations about ourselves and like connecting, like those connections that you have within yourself. I think it's equally as important to talk about like community and what that looks like, because none of us, even if you like being alone, none of us should have to be alone. You know, we should always, it should always be a choice. So I think that it's important to find community and to have those people that you love and trust. And if you're going through some stuff, you can always reach out to them and, talk through those things. But also, and this is not me being petty, like I think a lot of us sometimes just want to vent. So the person who's on the receiving end of
the venting,
try to understand, like, does this person just want to vent and like get it out, or do they actually want advice? So try to come back at people like, how would you like for me to respond to this? Like what are you, you know what I mean? Like, what do you hope to gain from this situation? Because as an empath, like as a person who like very easily takes on other people's energy, like it's important for me to not, you know what I mean? Like to just try to proceed with love, but not take on the full baggage of what people bring to me.
You're right.
So.
Especially being an empath. It's like you get done talking to some people and you feel so drained and like done. But if you like do certain things to like boost your energy, like in your frequencies, like raise your frequencies before you talk to people who are sitting in a lower space, like a lower vibrational space, like it's easier for you to combat low vibing situations and people. Like it's way easier. And so that means it's not just their responsibility to be careful how they come at you, it's yours to always stay on. You know what I'm saying? If we stay on top of our energy and our frequency levels, like it ain't nothing that nobody can do to stop whatever we got going on. And even dealing, like I really don't like the fact that we just toss people away, like all that negative energy, fuck that shit, like don't cut like cut them off, like disposing people. Like I don't believe in disposing people, but I will give you space for my protection.
Facts.
And sometimes all you need is to dump, and maybe that's your time to journal, to work on yourself, because telling people this and this and that, how is that really helping? Now if you seeking help and you really want to know what should I do because I really want to help myself, that's different from always dumping on people and not wanting the situation to change. That's totally different, and that's self-work. A lot of times that's self-work. And another thing before we cut this off, or whatever the case, like I want you to know, like, because I hear this all the time, like people feel so alone, and I get those times too. Like I go through that too. Just know you are never alone. You are never alone. There are it almost seems like it's two people inside of you, but there's really not. Your spirit is always there with you, and with that spirit is connected to everyone, every living being, to the stars. You are never alone, ever alone. And being alone is not a bad thing ever, because it's your time to get to know yourself, to meditate. There's so much you can do when you're alone. It is not bad at all. And I tell my friends this all the time. When seeds grow, they are alone in the dark. You are a seed in the dark, alone. That is your time to grab every positive thing that you can and allow those things to help you grow. For your seed to grow into roots, for stability, for strength. And whatever that case is, like, you are never alone, and alone time is not bad at all. People are going to misunderstand you. They're not going to understand who you are. We're constantly transcending, transforming, or going backwards. We're constantly in some kind of motion, whether it's forward or backward, high or low, always in motion. And when you standing still and you in a dark place or a gray where everything is confusing, it is okay. Stand in that place. Enjoy it. If you can't enjoy it, figure out why you can't. It's okay. It is always okay. I love y'all so much. And
can I just add to that though? Like, first of all, ashe to all that. Second of all, I think while we are going through our process and being underground, being in the dark, being lost and confused, I think that is when we pull from our communities to water us. You know what I mean? To take care of the land that, you know, while we are underground, while we're doing our inner work, and while we're processing through and figuring shit out, I think that's where community comes in and just like holds and protects space for us while we go through what we're going through.
sure.
And like you were saying, enjoying that process. When when that feeling comes up for you, like, take full advantage of the better days.
Take advantage of it.
Because it won't always be like this.
That's it. Everything is temporary.
Everything
is temporary. Good and bad, quote unquote. I really don't like good, bad, positive, negative, because there's polars in everything. And so
levels to this.
It's levels to everything, and there's a polar to everything. A high, low, good, bad, whatever. You know, it's all about whether it's helpful or not helpful. You know what I'm saying? Like, healthy, not healthy. I could go on and on about that, but we good. We good.
We did this.
Yes. I feel so much better now, y'all.
Good.
I feel so much better. Thanks to you. Thanks to you. Thanks to you. Thanks to you. Universe, spirit, animals, spirit guides, ancestors.
The animals too. Thank y'all
All
for being who you
y'all.
are.
For the trees. I love the
Yes,
trees.
for
Thank
oxygen, for life, for love, for ancestors, for the dreams, for the love, for who we are, for who we were before, who we gonna be after this.
We're all energy at the end of the day. Eternal energy. Forever flowing. Even when this body dies, energy still moves. The energy still moves.
For sure. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this wild hair. These titty slanging.
This has been fun.
Yeah, we ain't brushed our teeth. We ain't washed our face.
I brushed my teeth yesterday.
When? I was finna say.
I brushed my teeth yesterday. Thank you very much.
I brushed mine yesterday too, but today though, y'all getting the raw, the unfiltered.
It's been one. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much for coming out. Love you so
thank
much.
you for coming out.
Thank you for coming out.
Coming
showing
to our
love.
TED Talk.
Yeah, Rainbow Talk, IC Talk,
Yes.
A Whole Mood Talk.
Yes.
Period. Love you.
Peace
Until
and
next
love.
time.
Be well. Be you. Be beautiful.
Be beautiful.
Yes. Be good to yourself. You deserve it. Bye, y'all.
Yeah, they gon' know my name when it drops. Only going up.